They looked like a deer in the headlights. They were very dazed at the end of the day. You know, they've just walked away with $30,000 after queuing up and qualifying. And then they got given all these backpacks. They got given, I think it was 1080 Ti's at the end, loads of other swag. And it was just cool just to see two young lads turning up thinking, all right, we're going to have a crack at this little thing. And to do so damn well and to come out with that first place, it just felt so good seeing them. They look so happy. Real quick note as well, you can see on screen, esl.gg/PUBG raffle. Plenty of things. Speaking of 1080 Ti's, there's a couple of them in there. Samsung monitors, plenty of crates as well we're going to be giving away through. And then we have the i7s also. So make sure you're entering. Plenty of swag. And level 3 backpacks, which, again, we don't have, Lauren.
No, these are things that I do not have that you guys at home can get. So if you'd like to just mock me, just go and get them. Go get all the goodies. As I stand quietly in the corner with my no level 3 backpack. But, yeah, let's have a little look. Oh, God. Wait. Why is Moo not there?
Is he resolved? Is he inside? Can we get confirmation that we can keep going? Anyway, let's just talk about this one.
No.
No?
No.
You don't want to attempt it?
I want to see if he gets to the down plane. Oh, lordy.
Poor Moo just left.
He can just go on the spawn island. He have a nice time.
Imagine that. We will get confirmation, guys, on what exactly the procedure. It would more than likely be a reset if he does stay there.
Again, this could be just a player tabbing out and tabbing back in, if I'm completely honest. If this is what's happened because he's done that, I will be tiltorino. But otherwise, this would be a really nice drop. It does seem as though he's dropped, so he did tap back in time. It seems as though he's going to be forced down towards the Novo side. I'm hoping this goes live because we might see a bit of Military Island, might see a bit of Novo play. We are going to be keeping with this one. Thank you, Moo, for sticking with us.
Let's talk about this one then.
And the TSM boys out towards Milta. We're going to have a lot of kind of southeast action, I can see, and probably Rozhok, School, Pachinki maybe, all going to get a little busy here. Let's
go back to the map because I want to talk about that, especially while this looting phase is going on. Unless there's a big battle going down at School, I didn't quite see how many dropped here. You would expect so. Oh, yeah, we actually have two squads. We have Sakisha and Julie on one side, Flom and Lex level 2. Just inside the hallways waiting there. They're already getting kitted, they're already getting weapons. So the players above, they'll be able to get, if you usually got a shotgun, usually got an AR, maybe an SMG kicking around on the roof, you can definitely at least pick up one weapon. Meanwhile, you go downstairs, this is where you get your shotgun. This is early game tactics. Couple of pans there so they can cover their ass quite literally. Nice level 2 vest for him. But shotgun's so important in School. 2 reasons. 1, it's up close and personal, very much in your face. 2, you don't expect people to have that much armor. Lacking helmets, lacking vests, and you can do so much damage. Knocked out MPR's dead already. With an AKM, that's lost him and wipes him out. And now Brick's left, last man standing on his team.
Move. He can't go back in there.
Not with no armor and with a handgun.
No, Brick's got to back out of this, and you can see Moondai and Lost Aiming now looking for the follow-up kill, wondering where that teammate's gone to. And Brace is trying to run out. Squeesha there, getting picked up. Lex with that shotgun, close work, of course. The second follow-up, no more bullets left in this one. Needs to get those shells back into place. 5 now locked in to go. Oh, lovely work as well. Buying time for the revive. You can see the kind of the moment of just kind of knowing, all right, we've survived School, we're fine. That one bit of just one breath, basically, of all right, we're okay to keep going.
And now they will do that, get the health back as well, run around, try and find some more meds. Seeing plenty more things go down. We're going to see Pony Rider talking out Avenger. Also, World knocked out Vixter. Is that his teammate, if I'm not mistaken?
Yeah.
Oh.
He's just killed himself and his teammate with a grenade?
I have no idea what just happened. It does look like...
Is this a reset? This gets weird.
Okay, so that's why the message... Okay, that's why they're killing each other, because it's a reset. Do apologize, guys. We're just getting this information now. We will continue play as soon as possible.
You can just enjoy the foghorn that someone's letting go in Gamescom. This is what I listen to. It makes me very sad.
Sorry about this one, guys. Nothing we can do.
Nope.
We'll feed you the information as we receive it. They're going to go for a full reset. We could see in the player cams there were a couple of questions happening, so we knew something was going to happen. Obviously, Moondai... No, not Moondai, excuse me. Panda at the start, Moo having some issues, and now we're moving back. But we'll get it reset and restarted, and we'll crack on with it.
Yep.
Scoom's still got his transfers on.
I want one of those.
Surprised they've not sweated off, to be honest.
It is quite warm in here.
It's very warm in here.
It's warm, it's loud.
Look at that, Liquid and Cloud9 so close together. EU versus NA, it's already begun, Pansy.
It has. Liquid's normally more North American anyway, so it's, oh, the hordes are getting excited. But there's clearly something free being thrown out somewhere at Great Gamescom.
I love how you're coming up with it on, when was it, on Wednesday? How many people just love a free bit? Do you want this USB stick? A million people just appear.
Yes.
It's a USB stick.
I need it in my life.
It's only 1 gig, but still, it's free.
They're all about it. They'll do anything for a t-shirt.
I can give that to a family member as a birthday present, or I could potentially even sell it on eBay for around 45 pence.
The best part is, though, that's recently adding to my anger. I'm only discussing this because we are doing a restart, and you guys at home know that takes about 4 years. So we'll be working on that as we speak, as we slow-mo watch Lex playing the school out. You know, Shroud, I know North American CS out there is dying for some young hope to come through, but it's not you, Lex. It's over. It's done. I'm kidding. I absolutely love Lex to bits. Again, one of the players from COD 4 many, many moons ago. He's a very, very good player, actually. Obviously went into CSGO, but known back in the day for being part of the North American scene in Call of Duty. So, again, seeing these players come back through. All that aside, though, going back to things that have made me marginally grumpy today, people who sit down at convention halls, right? So this is a convention center. If you've never seen Gamescom before, you can probably hear the rabble of people behind me. There's really a lot of people. There's a lot of people here. It's kind of like an E3, kind of a PAX sort of thing. Just imagine a lot more humans. Now, at the moment, we're in a nice area. You know, there's walls around us. It's generally very pleasant. I think they're chanting now for free t-shirt, please. That's honestly
USB.
Not... There it is.
It is.
Yep, yep.
20 meg. Absolutely. Won't even get you 3 photos on it, but they want it. It's free.
Love it. So opposite us, there's the Twitch booth. And there's loads of booths around us, to be fair. But people, for some reason, seem to sit down on the floor and just not move. And I've never seen anything like it before in my life. Imagine you're just trying to do your shopping, right? Imagine you're just going down, popping down to the shops. Someone in Sainsbury's or Tesco's, any other brand, you know, take wherever you want. Just have a sit down. So I can't get my milk.
Do you know what's even worse than that?
What?
People who actually bring a small stool and put it in the middle.
Oh,
have you seen that?
I've seen it. Like, the little fold-out camping ones.
You know what? Great to think ahead. I don't mind you doing that outside, but why do it in the walkway? Why would you set up a camp and just, you know, start cooking food and building a house? You know, you don't pay rent for that. No. Please move on. People are trying to walk here.
But yeah, I do want to know if you guys have ever been to a convention like this, and so you understand our pain. We're only doing this because we've honestly exhausted what we can say at this point. I could run you through the individual stats per sniper, but I just don't feel as though you care that much. And I'm pretty sure at this point, it was actually Spike, prior to this, who actually took down Ninja as well. So he had a really good position watching the cross on the push-up. So it wasn't even the 2 players that Ninja was fighting who got the kill. Then it was Spike watching as he crossed over. It might have just been like 1 shot that he hit, essentially, at the end of it. But still, yeah, there's just my grumble for the day. I'll keep you updated if there's anything else that marginally annoys me. But yeah, that's about it.
There is only so many things we can talk about. And we can try and talk as much as possible. And obviously we know that Twitch chat loves us talking and not starting the game. That's clearly why we're doing it.
Well, no, well, this is what we've told the teams, the production and the players. Don't start the game. We want to talk to the audience more. Please don't think that's true. I think sometimes Twitch chat doesn't understand sarcasm. They just go, she's finally admitted it. We now know the truth. The casters all these years have been holding us back. But we are maybe ready. I'm not even going to get excited until I see them all in the plane. If I see one plane, if one player's tabbed out right now, I will go over there and just clip him around the back. You know,
don't make me leave this seat.
Don't do this. Just tab in and just wait, chill out. You'll be good to go. Come on, you can do this. I believe.
I'm actually in suspense now whether everyone makes it. Is it like the final circle? But anyway, who are you supporting? Use the hashtag Battlegrounds.
Support the casters.
Let Pansy know.
1 tweet a day can save 1 caster. Casters are for life, not just for Gamescom. All right? 45 seconds, we'll be finding out if this one is going to get underway with no problems attached to it. Hopefully that will be the case. I'd love to see a good old game. We'll start getting revved up once we see them all safely locked into the, I don't know, bit of metal that flies through the sky. You jump out of?
I don't like flying.
That's weird, isn't it?
Never been a big fan. How does that amount of metal fly through the air? So comfortable.
So comfortable.
I had a rough trip a couple of weeks ago.
Oh yeah?
We had to go through a very nasty storm, and I was scared.
Did you put on the soundtrack of I'm Expecting to Die, so I want to like listen to something quite cool?
I put my hood up and put my head down, and the guy next to me was absolutely in hysterics because he was loving it. It was like a roller coaster ride for him. He had like a beer in his hand. He's like, oh, but hey, this is fun. Like, no, it definitely isn't. Speaking of planes, though, it looks like this one has left the tarmac, so we'll see where she comes in from. Which side's it going to be? It's going to be from the south, so straight over Millie Base, just to the left-hand side of the middle as well. We'll see if anyone does the first to step off the plane, and here we go. Ninja and Chipsy once again being those people that are first out of the plane. They were first out last time as they made their way to Zaki. Oshi 7's there as well. Several other people. I'm seeing Moondai and seeing Sigsy, the team that have qualified yesterday. Sigsy actually and Roms, they're going to go over to Primorsk. Muls and Vic, they're also making their way to Sosnovka Island. Maybe they will try and push Novo, because if they come in late to Millie Base, they could be in trouble, Pansy.
Yeah, keep your eyes on people looking at the roads, essentially, because they'll just go Novo. As soon as they see a car, just dive down early, get it, go. That's probably what I'd say the Luminosity guys are doing. It'd probably be the better choice. There's not that much loot otherwise around that area. Yeah, so I'd hope they're going to go for that. It's a good idea to get out as early as possible and just get that car, go Novo, get the safest loot you can. But here comes a spread up, basically. There's no like massively polar places to go to. Georgia Pole would be interesting to see if people actually commit to it. If they go for the early shoot pop, head over there. Maybe aim for a high loot or a high chance spawn for a car.
Sigsy and Rom, as we saw earlier on, making their way to Prim. We'll bring that map up again. I want to see where more people are going. I want to try and build the story here where we're going to be seeing these fights and engagements potentially going down. People already landing inside Pachinki. This is Jimmer, one of our qualified teams from yesterday. Nice, easy way to get a scar off the drop also. I'm actually hearing some shots here. We have a fight, same place from last time. Chappie, the C9 guys, they have landed already inside Pachinki, so wanting to claim themselves as the kings of Pachinki for a second time round. Anger will find himself plenty of meds, little Red Bull, cheeky Red Bull as well. Only got a handgun, so he needs to find a better gun very, very soon, but he's still got a mini compound. Circle has just popped, and they are at least inside it.
Yeah, I actually like this compound. It's one you can Assassin's Creed across all the roofs on. Maybe not for the first loot. It's maybe a nice follow-up to if you get pushed out of Rozhok possibly and then head over. Can be nice, but yeah, he's found a Scarl anyway. He's got a little bit of armor, level 2 helmet. Actually pretty decent all considered.
Did he ignore the angle? He did. He ignored the angle. Come on.
All right, we've still got some shoots coming out. You can see going for the long parachutes here.
Wow.
Maybe heading over towards Mansion, but again, essentially, is if we miss out on the cars, then we will need to have to go to these sort of things.
Imagine if that car's actually following them, because he's following their flight path. Every time they move, no, he's actually going to die. Can you imagine if you're just hunting people down like Chad got done the other day when we just run them over off spawn? But some very long flyers. You can see 3 people still in the air.
Yep. Now one shot girl going through the motions. Good loot so far, actually. Everyone's getting pretty decent loot, I'm not going to lie. From who we've seen at the moment, no one's really suffering too much. I'm curious to see how the Novo play goes out, because I'm pretty sure we saw Vicstar going for that quite possibly, and maybe the, was it the Luminosity guys?
The Luminosity kind of seemed, they were still flying at the time we looked at it, but you can kind of read what's going to happen, because there's absolutely no way you're going to fly north of the military base and then coming at it late game with 0 armor. You know people are in there.
Ooh, hello.
See you later, my friend. Sigsy with the auto shotgun. Wipes out 5. I'm guessing that's going to be stat rather than 5 tat. Stat goes down.
Many potatoes.
Many.
5 to be precise.
Indeed.
But yeah, good pick up there. Nice little quick kill.
It does so much. The SK-12 just does so much damage.
Early game, it's lovely. Spammable, 5.
It's the range for me.
Yeah.
Especially when you just crouch down. If you peek behind the door and you just lean, you can literally kill people straight down corridors. Yes, Naya, MPR will be turning up. Brick's already in the buildings as well. One team's there. 1, 2, 3, 4, potentially 5. Didn't quite catch it exactly. Roms and Sigsy, now they've taken out 1. I believe there's 1 shot girl's going to be the last player on that team there, so they can still at least keep looting. They get a bit more time. They freed up some more map. Moving across.
Naya play from TSM.
But his teammate, MPR, has only just turned up to it, so I'm interested to see whether MPR does actually have any gear, so to speak, or he's just unfortunately turning up late after a very bad drop. I wouldn't expect TSM to do that.
Luminosity are losing out on players, it seems like, right now. Drassel's down, so's JP. A bit of a scuffle somewhere. I'm not sure where that was, but you can see Break trying to eye up where the opponents are, just purely because he can see the doors open on the roof side. Probably already has a good idea that people are close by. listening out for sound as he holds the stairs. Full auto on the Mac 10 on the Uzi, should I say. Getting AMPR into a good position. You can see them working together. He can be the kind of more static point and leave AMPR to be more mobile, try and flank in towards it. He's going to probably mark up where he's hearing steps or where he expects.
Flank, though.
Yeah.
All the way around. We saw this yesterday from Break, just marking the map. I mean, you do it anyway yourself when you do it. You look on the maps, you drop a marker down, and you give your teammates some information. He's probably gone into that building, though. Oh, the door's open. Did Break leave that open? I would say, oh, he's just round the... He's literally just at the door. He's right in between them.
This could be huge. I don't... There's so many players. He's going to spot him. He spotted him out. This could be pretty much donezo. You can see instantly AMPR trying to respond to what he does as well. Knockdown means another player close by. He gets the spot as well. AMPR, what a lovely bit from Lucy Maid, though. Coming around, at least gets the job done, but couldn't follow it up. The sustain not there, of course. Break with a quick revive. I don't know if there's anyone near close by or anything to be worried about. AMPR should just go into the house for the safe revive. You don't see they're going, Break's just being a bit of a git. No, it's just so you get AMPR into the safe position. And you might as well use your time responsibly, shut the door, get the revive in.
Exactly. TSM know what they're doing. And you can see there how they kind of called it out together. Yumru and Evermore, again, going for the really unexpected players all the way up at Stalber. It looks like they've taken someone out on the way as well. Stoda up at the top there, just chilling on his own. Anti-Tinkerbell, Jad FPS. Chilling up here in Yasnaya. MPI, you can see, you did just see that battle go down on your screen. Pony Rider and Avenger also in Yasnaya, so still 3 teams here, still everything to play for. Panda 117.
He's given us the old hand cam to make sure he's not cheating. He's gone for the classic. I appreciate that. There's Gassy Mexican. We haven't seen much of this man throughout, but see how he's doing this time. So he's gone for the banana houses down towards the Military Island Bridge, basically. Not a bad shout. I always feel like you get Car 98s from it, though. That's oh, but look, he's got company.
Just about to say.
The previous winners are here.
You've always... The one thing I tend to find about this, because there's easy accessibility down to the military base, especially when you looked at the plane route that took, there's always a team seems to behave. And if you turn up late game, someone's like, nah, I'm just going to chill in these, because it's so much covered. There's so much containment in them. But you mentioned it perfectly. They have our previous winners, and these guys are super, super aggressive. They've got a cracking shot on them, a cracking nice bit of aim. It's whether or not they know the people on the opposing side.
I'm wondering if Mazzarini now might have spotted out that the doors are open in the other compound. I'm not sure if they have yet. They seem very unaware of each other so far. They haven't spotted it.
He's looking.
And he is looking at it, but the doors are shut from what I can see. So he might go on the he might go on the long way around, which is a really good way of doing it. And it looks like Gassy Mexican and go a look. They're kind of into the looting right now, and you can see the approach. This is very nice. He's not silhouetting on the top of the ridge. He's peeking up and over occasionally, then jiggling around, not going to allow himself to be a static shot. But this is going to be Hayes spraying in, praying for that UMP to find a shot, and it does. Lost aiming, goes down. Headshot to finish the job, seal the deal, and there it is, dead as you like. Good positioning from him, but you can see this play. Spike seems very aware that there could be people in these buildings.
I love where his teammate is in comparison to him. This is kind of what we saw earlier on coming out of TSM, just 2 players working in tandem together. As we moved across to his POV, though, these guys know exactly where they are now. They have an idea, or at least they know that these people are kind of creeping up around them, just on the horizon here. Gassy Mexican, he goes and he spots one of them, tags him up, so he's going to be dinked. Takes about 25% of his HP off.
Good work from Gassy then to be able to spot that, react, fall back as well, find a bit of cover. Because the problem is there's nowhere safe to cross out from this position. You can run to the rocks, but there's still a good gap between you and them. And it looks like Spike and Mazzarini are going to take the long way around. They could just back from this fight. They can disengage. You know there's going to take some time for Gassy Mexican, if I can get my words right, and Curvy Llama to understand that they've fallen off. You don't get the full information, of course. So now let's have a little look across the map where else is going on. We still have the Nova, well, not fight, but the loot going on. They're still down there. Gassy Mexican still eyeing up, see if he can spot them out here at this point.
Well, we saw that player pre-stim in there, getting the Rebels, so that questions it. Are they going to make this push? We know they're an aggressive pair, and here they come again. They're coming back for more, unless they're just going to grab this buggy and get the hell out of there, which is kind of looking like the play.
Are they baiting it? They might bait the noise. So Spike might just drive away, bait the noise, and leave Mazzarini to watch it, or they can literally just back off. There's no need to stick around here. There's still plenty of options. There's players everywhere. Look down at the petrol station too. There's someone watching that. If they go for it, that could be another problem, but they'll probably go to the farmhouse or even just further away, just kind of disengage on this. You're not getting much loot out of it anyway. You need somewhere else to fall back to. And it looks like we're going to be going to... there's a small town here that they can head to. Again, mostly supplementing the loot. You're not looking to pick up masses. At this point, you're very unlikely to do so. I'm wondering if there's anyone waiting.
They're going to avoid it. They're going to carry on. But unfortunately, they've got C9 right in front of them to go to the next compound. Evermore still chilling here. They were up in Stalber last time we looked. So they've moved a little bit down the hill, dropping a bit of gear here and there, making sure that you can at least tank it up.
Huge amount of space in your inventory for no damn reason, but they do. So you don't need, well, you might need more than one, I don't know. I'm not going to speak on his behalf, but again, just going to try and give himself more space. But look, we've got another player here. Jared's over here, and so is another teammate. This is a very small compound. It looks like they're keeping tabs on it, maybe, but I don't think you'd expect this. Unit's in a good position, leaving Evermore to do the looting. That's good. They're kind of working in tandem together.
I like how Tinkerbell's looking out from the top of the building, looking one way.
I'm not sure if they're aware at all.
Below him, just looking out now.
But they might have a bit of a block on the vision. You might not have line of sight, just purely because they're playing on the other side of the compound. So it's kind of more towards the south-southwest they're crossing out from. I don't think they're going to be able to see it.
See how this one does pan out. Evermore, time to drive away, which they do. Teammate in the back as well. Let's carry on the loot phase. And they're just going to get the hell out of that town, and that squadron will at least be able to now know that they're completely out of there and gone, so they can carry on doing whatever they need to do. One Shot Girl is on her own. Liquid, though, Molman knocks out one, takes down Xeon as well with an UMP there. And that almost moves in to 70 remaining. Stoda still up in Severny. Jad will be moving down after him very shortly.
Who's the Milta duo as well? I'm kind of curious who's over there. There's two teams on that one. We are aware of the sound issues, by the way. We'll work on that, guys. Do not worry. Liquid claiming a couple of victims, it seems. Set themselves up in Gatka, in the main part of town, not in just the random fields. And I actually quite like Gatka, even though it's in a very open environment. There's enough cover and kind of foliage, bit of terrain adjustments, so you can actually exit in and out from.
It's this side of Gatka, though. Those bushes you can just lay down and nobody can see you whatsoever. I've accidentally run somebody over by just turning up to that. They've just been laid down, just being a bit of a cheeky baby. It's like, oh, I didn't even know you were there, friend. I'm sorry about that. I feel quite bad, but also quite happy that I've just run you over. So you've got to be very careful when entering that place. But as you mentioned, it can be very campy because there's a great building that looks out into the fields. The first one that you enter, you can go on the top, and the amount of times you'll see sniper battles kicking off from there. And same place here. You've obviously got the V-trenches just behind you. These V-trenches, they're quite good for moving up. You need to be careful that you don't drive into it because you will get your car stuck. And now we'll just see Panda Gaming. They're going to wander around and make sure that everybody, this entire compound is clear. Puts his gun to single fire if he wants to try and one-tap somebody. Sakisha and Julia do have a compound of their own, though, and it looks like Sakisha's actually got eyes on Flom over there. Mythic just on the hill, laid down. I didn't realize they had SKS in the back pocket also. So I think these guys know someone's around in this compound with them. It'd be great to see on the Observer just exactly where this team is in comparison to them, because they're looking very cautious. They're opening and closing doors to try and bait things out, bait some noise, and also cover them, make sure no one's got eyes on them. Liquid, though, will just continue looting. And here you go. Now we know where they are. So Stylish Noob and Shaka, they're going to move into Gatka. But again, this is the building that I was speaking about, Pansy. Liquid are just holding it strong. They can get a full 360 vision. And because it's so damn high up and you do have that wall, it is quite hard to hit these guys. They can crouch down, especially because the guys are on the floor. You won't be able to see them. They can just bob and weave if they need to.
Oh, this positioning is filthy. Gassy Mexican gets sprayed down, as does Curvy Llama. Those two finally made it out of the banana buildings, but got caught in the end. But these guys hadn't really moved either. Oh, and they had a level 3 vest as well. Gutting to lose out on that. That's some really nice loot, but sadly is what it is for them. But these guys were waiting in that gas station, probably hoping for the bridge crosses from the military island, but it looks like Adren's going to be unleashing hell with this full auto any second now. Rifle in hand, spots out one, sprays in. I prefer the single tap, and he might go for it. There it is, Stone mounted on the receiving end. Beautiful stuff. And can they get the follow-up kill? Are they curious? Is there another in the car? Where the hell is his teammate? Because I didn't see him, and that was a knockout.
They're wandering around.
Oh, here's the other fight, Lex.
Scoom sees him. Lex is going to fall now. He's eyeing this on the corner. He has to drop back. Flom gets tagged. He's now going to round the corner, see if he can make sure he's not getting flanked whatsoever. Will he get in the car? Will he just drive away? Because it's a 2 versus 1 scenario. He's already tanked up. You can hear in your earphones, you just see the grenades are going to be coming in. Down goes the smoke. Another explosion as well, and yeah, it's time to run. I'm not dealing with this one. I am gone.
Gets into, oh my God.
Where's that from? That's going to be from round the corner, so that's the initial team we were talking about.
Yeah. So they found an angle.
Cracking shot.
But again, at this sort of environment, you're going to be getting easier revives on that. You'll lose out on helmets, which is going to be a huge issue down the line, but you should be getting revives as you are in cover. You can fall back to that. But Gatka seems to be this hot kind of property right now. And I'm kind of curious as to why, but nice shot from Shaka to land it, just nice and clean. We know that Moleman is one of those players who will not stand still. He's very, very versatile, very good with his movement. So again, that's a big factor in this one. Let's see who else is alive here. Is the circle now looking quite dominating. See Stylish Noob very much keeping a lot of tabs on it. Doesn't want to lose out. So like Liquid doing the late loot over towards Milton. We do have a bridge battle going on. If we could check into that one, I do want to see this.
Miles away,
we can leave TSM to their own devices. I'm wondering if maybe Vicstar and Musical are going to be on top of the bridge possibly, or how they're playing this one out. We've got Oshi and Serenity having to traverse that on the way back. I do want to see what's happening on that bridge. If we can get a look towards that one eventually, that would be lovely. See what they're up to over there, because that could be a crescendo point. Panda are moving into the other Panda team, though, so a bit of a Panda battle going down here. This is Ninja actually in the boat, and they're not actually on top of the bridge. I thought they might have been climbing that one, but no, not going to go for that. Who's over there going to be looking up for any other players, but no, he doesn't spot them anymore. The bridge already could be certainly contested, but they've already got their way out of there.
They're going to beach that and move up, which is fair play, because they wouldn't have moved anywhere else. They would have been able to get taken down by Musical. Waiting, unfortunately, though, that's going to be Interrogate, taken down by Bits. Still getting tagged up. Edaculus knows that the players are there, so he needs to be careful. Will lean round, tries to get him through the window. It was an absolutely fantastic effort. Meanwhile, though, there's still this one-on-one battle. They're cracking at each other left, right, and center. He does poke out, will jump back again, tags him up, takes down Bits himself, and now we move into this one-on-one. This is going to be crucial, because whoever wins this can revive their teammate.
He's gone for the spray. He's got the AK. It takes one clip to just completely destroy any car. He knows it. Good work from Edaculus to adjust to the tree already. Smack needs to land this shot, and fast. There it is. You can bank your house on those sort of shots to come through from Smack. That's the consistency you can expect from a player of his caliber. One of the winners from only yesterday's games. And that's how you define these matches out.
Pokes through the portholes in the window. We're going to see several other people go down as well. WTCM, that's going to be taken out by Jimmer. So now Mithrin, unfortunately, he's going to be eliminated also. You can see there, Jimmer doing some serious work. Flom's POV trying to get a long-distance tag on the U as it works away. You hear the shots cracking off in his headphones as well, so he knows he's got people close. But my God, that shot, incredible. Through two portholes, finds the head, just peeking behind the tree. And down he goes, cracking win there for TSM. They'll get inside the hut, they'll get the revive as well. And now we're just going to be going through, floating through people. Cross knows the crate there. You can see the red smoke. So he's just trying to bait this and see if anyone wants to try and challenge it. Meanwhile, on Mooselek's POV, Vixter's down, but they have really separated with the look of it.
Yeah, I don't think Vicstar's going to get much of a revive here unless there's a bit of a hero work coming out.
If he drives over and gets him, that would be...
Could do.
He could do it.
I don't know why he's leaving it.
Oh, he's like, no, I'm sorry, Vic, come out.
Oh my God. That's Game of Thrones style sort of, knife in the back there.
Brutal, man.
He could have done that so easy. There's time on the circle. The players weren't even moved in yet. That's cruelty. That is just damn,
he could have packed
cruelty.
He had the wrong coverage. He clearly didn't have the information of where those other players were. You know what? I don't think he would have just leaving, so Vic's probably said, no, go, get out of here. You've got something decent. He does die. You can see it there on the screen. But yeah, we're just going to go back and take a look at this replay, because they could... the tiniest of gaps. Give the man an inch, he'll take a mile. Brilliant shot.
Oh, dear. Well, now let's see where the next circle is. That's what our eyes should be now put towards. Heading up towards, closing in on Gatka. So this could be a big building sort of battle. Trying to claim the safe territory, essentially, is going to be the name of the game for now, until it forces you out of it. 60 players alive, lots of fire coming through. That car's looking a little bit, broken at this point, down to very minimal amounts of health.
If he goes up against someone with an AKM or anything else that fires 7.62, remember, it is only a full clip of ammo. 30 bullets will blow that thing up. Two people here. Looks like Anger and his teammate Adren have just dropped in with the UAs and just said, okay, we're going to go in the tunnels. We're going to wait for people to come to us.
It's actually a decent bit of play. If you slow walk up the side of them, you can walk up the selves. You don't need to go to the extremities of them to use like the ladders. People often get confused in there, like, well, I can't leave, and they're trying to like sprint up the side of the kind of, I guess the long lines of trenches there.
Oh, someone's going to come behind him.
He's going to be walking right into the trap. Adren's just going to say, look, you hurt your teammate. He's given us, a little bit of a backhand. He's given us some in-game items. Sorry, mate. We're going to take you down.
Now, the interesting thing is that he turned up in the UAS. Now he has died. All these guys have seen this in the kill feed. So now C9 knows somebody's lurking down there. They've been given the information. They've heard the shots fired. They know someone is peeping and creeping. So they're going to be extremely careful. Back to Spike here. Does have the AKM, has the silencer, and still has that scope. At least if he wants to take any one-on-one battles, he can do. It's on a full auto spray.
Yep. Here it is. That's him walking in, unawares, not even pre-aiming the right sort of spots. Nice adjustment quickly, though. He actually almost got right up to the spot, but you've got to be pre-aiming. And look at this battle. There's 3 teams in this tiny area. This isn't even the main Gatka area.
Still not moving,
Mazzarini and Spike, they are in real trouble. They're going to be making so much noise here. And this is the Panda crew. The whole Panda team is here. Oh god, they're in the same place. This is going to be horrible to plan out. I don't think Spike knows this.
They've closed every single door. They've completely baited up this building. They've
not moved. Will they expect
expect
it? Did they hear something? I think he might have heard something, but there's two players' eyes trained on this. I wouldn't want to be them right now.
Look at him. Okay, so they have information. They must have heard something. He's going to poke up. He sees one, drops back. Fair play to him. Will now move away. Those players have no reason to rush. They're like, okay, we need to run out of here. But they don't realize there's people waiting outside. They're going to fall. Brick takes down 2. Thankfully, Mazzarini's still alive. Only just. So many people inside these compound. Both Panda teams. This team also. And again, when this circle moves, it's going to more than likely force them all out. The push back to where they started. Brick though, TSM, that's them playing the late game, coming all the way down. I'll have a look at his Team Liquid over here. Ollie's got a level 3 helmet on as well. He's in the driving seat. They're going to get tanked though. Hayes gets hit as well. His health goes even more down. They need to find a compound. They need to get healed up quickly. They're looking though, they're questioning where do we want to go at this point. They're going to move to the slower side of the circle. More than likely see them bail. I very much doubt they'll drive in, so heavily tanked up. Still, Adrenaline Anger, just chilling in the Hobbit Cave. Fair play to them. There's no reason for them to move whatsoever. You don't have to do it. Serenity and Oshi still alive. ACOG on the M4. If that's got some really good gear, like a stock on it also.
This could be nice. Good tag as well towards Stevo there. But she has the blue against her. She's got to move herself in as quickly as she can, and she knows it. You can see the panic there. She knows that she has to make a move soon. They're not that close, about halfway. You can see the running man midway through. Oshi is going to try and quicken this up. She's going to hold the angle so he can't peek, but Oshi needs to alleviate the player by the tree, find him as quickly as he can. Otherwise, they will not be able to move. There it is. Suppressors on board. Land the shot, Oshi 7. Otherwise, they are going to die. Knocks one out. Stevo down. Where's the teammate?
They're working in tandem, though. They're working as a duo, and that's exactly what you need to do. And now be telling Serenity to move into a better position so she can try and tap this guy and force him out. Oshi on one side, Serenity on the other. This should be good night, bye-bye. Finally, he does drop, and now these guys can move. Meanwhile, Spike's trying to flush out the Panda guys. 9 times out of 10, that always bounces back and hits me in the face. I've killed myself so many times. It's not even funny. Mazzarini and Spike need to be careful, though, because remember, we've still got a Dren camping the caves here.
Look, there's players everywhere. This is what happens when you put this game into a LAN environment, lots of pressure, and you value the basically staying alive to the very end. And oh my god, they're seeing them all. The spray comes in. Mazzarini's found Pubg. He's looking for more. Spike is there in tow, but they split up. Could there be players here? They haven't cleared these buildings all that meticulously. There could be problems everywhere, but they've just got to commit. They have to find somewhere quickly. The revive's coming out, but look how low Sweater is as well. This nade could be deadly. It goes in. No, excuse me, there's a smoke. This could buy time. This is going to cover the sound. He's going to go on the flank. You can see how aggressive Spike is. This guy wants blood.
But where's the Dren? In all this time, where are Mythic? They're still in these tunnels, I believe. We need to get that Observer POV on just to show exactly where people are, because C9 are trapped down there. We've got Mythic down there as well. In fact, no, they've moved on to the next set of tunnels. They've moved up. C9, though, will get their health completely back, and now they're allowed to move forward. Mazzarini and Spike do have the backs to them, so if they go forward, they may be able to get some easy shots on them. They're now poking, they're now peeking, so they've read the information. They're going to go in the hut, they're going to get ready, they're going to lock the doors and just hope and pray to God that they walk on by. Nice 8-time scope coming out of Adren. Just watching those tunnels. He knows that C9's over there, and we've still got 3, maybe even 4. I'm looking forward to seeing where Liquid prop up from as well. We saw them drive out to get their health back, and they'll eventually work their way back in, which is exactly what they're doing. In fact, no, this isn't the roster.
This is such a nice position, actually. Moleman spot here. I actually like this whole ridge line. It's got great cover to it. You can actually play off the back of it. A couple of shots here, there, and everywhere. Got a suppressor out as well. And you just get really good vision. Once that next circle moves in, he'll have safety from the kind of east. So you've got to watch the east for a little while, basically wait for that to push up. Once you get that, no players are left in there, or you imagine no one is, then you can move on. But look, we're going to see Noble, and now look who's moving towards it.
But look who's in front of him.
There's going to be a 3-way fight. Basically, Liquid shouldn't be involved into this. You're going to hear it behind them, though. Mazzari's surely going to be found here. Yeah, Daz is doing the job, and yeah, these guys are going to spray in.
That's going to be Liquid finding so many people. Ninja finds Stutter as well. Liquid finds another one. Spadge answers back and at least takes out a Noble player. And that's going to be Boom, also fall into the hands of Scoom here of Team Liquid. One player just driving around, being a nuisance on the buggy, making lots of noise, though, so they're giving more information. You're hearing the shots. If you can hear them, they can hear them also. But look how many people, they're just over the ridge.
Oh
3 teams all lined up. Make that 4.
Look, I knew this was a good position. I don't like seeing that many people there, but here comes the kickoff. They are somehow in this fight. I do not know how they've managed to survive this long, but the Blues moving in. He's got to run, but look at this fight. Everyone's terrified. Cloud9 have the buildings. Liquid have the ridgeline, the trees that contain players as well, but Cross managed to find them, so it does seem as though the Cloud9 boys are going down as we speak. Scoom spraying in, hoping for a shot to find itself, but we have 40 players alive in this tiny, tiny area.
This is nuts. I can't, you know what, when you look at this, look how close they are to one another. They must absolutely know where people are. We'll see Sakisha knocking out Cake. Serenity has finally been taken out by the play zone, so she must have fallen earlier on. Either that or they just didn't have the vehicle to get up there. We'll also see Flom dying from Daji. Oshi dies as well from the play zone, so they two just couldn't get back in time, which is a little bit unfortunate. And now we see Ninja. He knows where these guys are as well. He wants in on the action. Thankfully, him and Chipsy, they're both still alive. They've got plenty of time. But look at Stylish Noob and Shaka Pansy. They have absolutely no means of escape. If they go left, they've got C9 to deal with. If they go right, they also have Yamaton there as well. We'll see Sigsy, unfortunately, taking out Molman.
Yeah.
So Scoom's in a bit of a problem. He's throwing down the smokes, trying to get his teammate to crawl back in.
But there's nowhere safe. With this many people alive in this area, someone's got a line of sight on you. He's going to take the risk, take a gamble. He wants his teammate with him. That's completely fine. No one's going to make active moves here. You can see the Panda guys having to throw themselves into the action now. There's still a lot of teams towards the north, and we are seeing a lot of kills come through. TSM losing out, I think, on 2 players there in the end. So they are going to be just forced to make the moves eventually coming into this circle. Everyone left towards that northern side. They've got to work their way in.
Ninja takes out 2. I believe that was both 117 and Obang, so both of them will fall. As we did just see, 2 more players. That was, I think it was Smack and Viz, if my memory is not mistaken. Umroot and Evermore still alive. They're outside the circle. More than likely watch these guys to get fully tanked up and come in at the last minute. Oh, there's a reason they've not moved, because they've got Sigsy and Rom in the exact same building.
But you don't get away with this camping style for long once that blue circle is going to move you out. One of these 2 teams is going to destroy each other. They're playing for the long game, which is fine. But they've got to take the fight right about now. And there's no third person in this. You've got to just get in and check what's in front of you. Unroot's going to have to do the same. Again, they're taking their time on this. They've got the slow side of the circle, but they can't sustain it for long. The kills are coming through here. Yeah, there it is. Shaka again, going to be making the kills count towards Drifter. Ninja still alive, finding a couple of kills here and there, but Evermore has gone down. Knocked out for now. Ollie's on the run. He's got to move as well. Scoom closing in towards the circle, find a bit of safety, waiting for that circle to close in so he can get himself some sort of modicum of any safety in this situation, but we're seeing, this is what I mean. It gets so manic at this point because people are playing so campy, they're scared of getting into the circle early, taking these early fights. You're left with 30 people. So 22 now alive, quick kills come out. Ninja now eyes it up, he's in a good spot, lots of cover around him, lots of bits to work with. This is nice. The circle's even good as well going forward. So him and Chipsy, I got to say, positioning, if they can try and close out one side of this, they're in a very nice spot here. Forzen a mile away from this, Tinkerbell up in towards the north. You still got TSM, you still got Break alive in this, trying to fight his way in, but they've still got so much room to work through. The blue is taking so many people, he's causing so many fatalities here. You can just see them, 1, 2, 3, all dying from outside. Meanwhile, Liquid, they're still staying alive. It's a good job from them. Mumino, you saw him pick up a couple of kills earlier on. He's moving towards that slower side of the circle, but he can hear it in his headphones. Honestly, these bullets and bombs are just going off left, right, and center. These guys are starting to go into panic mode now. There's only 18 alive, and this is coming down to a very small circle. He has been seen. 1, 2, 3. He gets tapped. Scoom says, see you later. He goes down, and now we move back to Jimmer. We'll see exactly who's around his POV. Just hiding in the long, tall fields, which is fine, but he's going to have to move, Pansy. That circle's going to come in 30 seconds. He's hoping someone else goes first, just to get a better position, basically, on the leaderboard, which is, it's understandable. I don't blame him, but bit cheesy, as is most of this, and I think as Khan gets found, people playing towards the blue side of things aren't going to have a nice time. How is this guy alive? Do you remember at the start of the last couple of games when he was ones in the buildings, taking his time? He's had to stay alive for a long time here. He's worked his way right through. Again, Luminosity playing the smart. They're still being quite aggressive. They're being clean in the way they're clearing out certain positions. Spray comes in with that silenced up Scar. Great shot comes out as well from Chipsy. That's the Liquid boys. Moleman again suffering. He's over there with Scoom. The final kill comes out. And it looks like, again, I've got to say, for me, Luminosity are in probably the better position. I don't like how split up they are. It's quite a risky play to make. But at the moment, if it works out for them, who am I to doubt it?
I mean, maybe they know exactly what's going on.
Meanwhile, with the spray down, this is what I want to see. Stimmed up, he needs to move though. He knows he's got to run his way in. Trying to go to the slow side of the close as much as he can. Stay as much onto this, because that double damage is coming in soon. He's going to just about make it. Prone down, get to the grass, because you're going to see these shots coming in. As soon as someone spots you out, they want to take you down. Every bush, he's checking for it. Scoom wants to try and get another kill. Oh! He finds Break as well. Break, there's no rest for the wicked here, my friend, as the reload comes out, and Scoom now looks for the next follow-up. He knows he's surrounded all fronts. He's all alone. He's very much isolated here. And the man who's probably to take them down, or the team, should I say, is probably going to be Luminosity. Ninja and Chipsy, they have been absolutely dealing death throughout these games. 11 players now basically left in this, and the circle's on the other side.
You know
it's
what?
going to clear out all the houses.
That's the problem, though. They have to run into all these people, Pansy. We've got several people just laying down still, being that nuisance, keeping them up in the top area of the map, but just making sure that they stay alive, and that's exactly what they're doing. When they go through and when they approach this, they've got so long as they go to the back, you've got Jimna on their left-hand side, you've got plenty of other people on the right. They need to make sure they choose the right path, because if they don't, they are walking into a wall of people. And while all this is going on, you look at Scoom's POV. He has his circle, he has it on him, he has the coverage in front of him, but more importantly, he has the slow side to his back. So he knows nobody's going to be there. He can just sit here and hope that everyone
Ninja's
kills each other.
Do you know what? Ninja at least is going to play as much as he can in this one. He's taking the aggressive fight. He spots out one, gets the tag, gets the frag. Stylish Noob goes down, but there's players everywhere. This is mayhem. How's he going to get out of this? Chipsy's under fire. Oh! He delivers!
Amazing!
Somehow he's doing this. 2 kills for him on the run now. Needs the crouch jump to come in. Needs to get to a bit of safety. Oh, God, the blue. This is absolute madness.
It's murdering people. They're all moving forward. Amazing work from Chipsy to get that double. Does spray them down. Scoom finally will get seen by solid FPS from Cloud9, so he'll also going to fall. Meanwhile, Chipsy, he's managed to at least keep himself alive. He's moving into the circle area. This is a great position. If people do wander by the house, he can mow them down. He's inside the circle. He's got the cover, and he's double stimmed up as well.
He's got to wait to see if anyone's dying to the blue, if there's any more skirmishes to happen. Find one bit of safety. Which angle am I safe from? There's 4 other players in this area with him.
Look at that, so
Chipsy,
spread.
just to his right, we've got Jimmer. 2 players still alive for Cloud9 as well. That's solid FPS, and Chappie, you've got to feel they're in a good position here as well, closest to the circle. The other players towards the extremities, they've got to run through the open, or should I say snack through the open. So this is going to get very, very hectic, very, very fast, and suppressors in this environment are absolutely key, because you know you've got tiniest amount of space to be able to be seen from or to shoot from, and they're going to try and dominate as much of an angle as they can safely. So they've wiggled their way in. These bushes might be good enough for them, but look who could be watching. If he stands up, if he spots them out,
Cloud9 don't even know where he is.
No, no one does.
No one knows where anybody at this moment, but I've got to give a big shout to Chipsy. That kill to get the spray down for the second one was huge, because that's put his team up even further into the point bracket. Now people are going to start to move. We'll see the crawl. The snake is going to come through for Avenger. He killed him. He took him out. Chipsy goes down, and that's Jimna. He finds him as he wanders into the circle, sees him with his back. So unfortunately, Luminosity have gone, and now we're into a 2 versus 1 versus 1.
All right, who's going to show the hand first? This is all it is. Who's got the most stim? Who's the bravest at this point? Because eventually you get tired of doing this prone game. And that's all it is. This is going to be the prone game. This is what I said about the first person snaking. It happens and it's fine. Like, I don't mind it. But the next circle that pushes them in together is going to be so tricky to work around. We've got to stim up as much as possible, because it will do one more circle and then it just closes in on one position. So here we go. We've got to wait for this one. So if you've never been in these situations before and you're wondering how this works, essentially there's going to be one point and the blue will close right to it. Everyone has to run at each other. So whoever's the most stim will have the most sustain. Or you just go for the kills as quickly as you can. And there's one. Chappie does find Jimmer. Now we're into a 2v1. My word, this is getting a little bit tense, to say the least.
This should be in Cloud9's pocket. They're going for the aggressive push. They're all peeking up.
It. Yep.
They're kind of trying to find him. They should be able to see him. He's got height advantage. He might be able to catch a glimpse as soon as he does, though. And he does spot him out. That'll be 2 people raining down bullets. I like this, though. He can at least play him.
He spots them. Okay,
no,
he needs to play a smart game. He doesn't need to take the instant fights. He needs to know where they're going to move from, so when he stands up, he can just pre-aim that spot. Simple as that. Now, if I'm Cloud9, I split up slightly. I put myself into 2 positions. He has no boosters, and yeah, that's what he's looking at. They're all looking for boosters, because that timer is running very low. The circle is going to shrink, and it's going to be absolute madness. 4 auto time is about to kick off. He needs to land these 2 shots very quickly.
They've got an idea.
They're working it out very slowly.
He's still looking at the opposite side.
So he knows where Solid FPS is. He does not know where Chappie is. Chappie will probably be the guy who gets the kill in the end, but it's all on him to make the play.
They're both looking the opposite way.
All right, we've got to wait for that blue to move. Once this starts to go, it's going to kick off.
Okay, so they're both spun around on a pinhead, so they're both thinking, okay, he can't be on this side. We checked every single bush.
And it's fast as well, this blue. It's not slow.
It's gonna push, and it's gonna hurt. You've got to move.
He spotted out Chappie. Right, he knows where both players are now. He can either take the fight now, or he knows exactly where they both are once that circle moves in. Yeah, you can see him pre-aiming it. He actually might have this in the bag. This could be so sick.
He has the information. This could be the best 2v1 we've ever seen. He has the information. They still have no idea where he is. This is the sneakiest thing I've ever seen.
All right, when's that circle?
Oh, no. He's go for it. Go on.
No, he's waiting so patiently. They still have not seen him. This is outstanding stuff from this guy. Pure patience. And when that minimap updates, have they spotted?
So he actually, someone scoped in on the opposing side on this area. So yeah, they have. They knew where he is. They did just catch the side of him. Solid FPS comes in. Winner, chicken dinner. Cloud9 take game number 2. They literally just saw